and welcome to Voyages of Dusk and Dawn. How is my favorite player and my favorite expendables doing today?
Hey, that's me.
Feeling very Terminator.
Yes, aren't we all? So where we last left off, our party was atop a mesa in the Deadlands, and there was a pit in the middle, and you looked down into the pit, and it looked deep, and you took a torch, and you chucked it in, and it went woo, plonk, and hit the bottom, and you all looked around at each other, and you're like, cool, we're gonna go down there, and that's where we left it off. So, looking down into this vast pit, what do we want to do?
Yeah, well, one of us is going to be able to make it down there with the use of fly. Who should it be?
I think Ewan's the strongest of us here, is he not?
Are our health totals accurate?
Whoever's not flying is going to have to fight a hand. I look off in the distance.
Could you carry me down, Ewan?
I'm still fairly strong from the spell earlier.
Maybe you could take me down with you.
Maybe not that strong.
I'm not that
He's
heavy. I'm only
historically
5'3".
This will probably be a quick scouting mission where, for once, your cowardice will come into play, Ewan, should you choose to take this mission.
Oh my god.
I'll just need you to quickly scan the area, see if there's anything that we can loot. If you can just fly in and grab it, that would be great.
I just need a bit of time to put my armor on and equip my shield.
Sounds like a plan.
It takes a D6 plus 4 rounds to put on your armor with a little bit of help if it's multiple pieces, which I think it is a few. So
Full leather, yeah.
Oh, just leather? No, not a problem. That's
leather,
2
leather.
rounds. Yeah, with a little bit of help. Yeah, you fully gear up. You strap the shield to yourself. You carry your spear. Do you bring supplies? Do you bring a pack? Do you empty the pack of everything and leave room for loot? How do you prepare physically for this death-defying feat that you're about to undertake?
I've been on flying around dungeon solo missions before, so I'm just going to leave my bag so I'm not encumbered. Bringing my weapons and armor.
I will certainly insist on you leaving my bag behind and the boat behind.
It's all there.
I'll spark up a lantern and hand it to him and make sure it's filled with oil.
Does that mean you're
hold
carrying
on.
a shield and a lantern but no spear?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
I'll set my
leave it there
glaive
as
down
well.
and hold the box.
Okay.
Cool. Can you temporarily hold my 20-pound bag, Gary, or shall I?
I could probably carry it. 25 pounds, you say?
I'm double checking. I think it was 20.
20, I've got it marked as it.
Yeah, I can
20.
carry it.
Sweet. Okay. Godspeed to you, Ewan. Don't be a hero, though I know you won't be.
How long do I have?
Sass.
The time is a maximum of 1 hour. Well,
Okay.
a minimum of 1 hour, but do be back within an hour.
I'll see what's down there.
All right. You cast Fly upon Ewan, burning one of your spells, and down Ewan goes. You go down, down, down this shaft until you arrive. And as you descend, the winds pick up. They begin to get chilly. They begin to get cold. And it's sort of a pulling downward into this volcanic entrance. It's not billowing out. It's not blowing out. It's pulling you in far more than below. You can fly against it. You're not being sucked in, although ascending might be a little slower. When you reach the bottom, the natural lights from the sun above and your big old lantern light shining around shows you this strange fractal landscape with hard edges and hard surfaces radiating with iridescent colors. And in the very center of this room is a great pit, which is the source of all of the inward drawing. You feel yourself inexplicably pulled towards the center of this great room.
Is this room further than what we saw the lantern, where we saw the lantern fall? So did the lantern keep falling past this room?
No, the party was on the edge, and so when you dropped the torch down, it like landed somewhere over here on the edge and just illuminated a small little area.
So these two pits aren't in line with each other.
There's but one pit. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. The shaft that you came down is about the same size as this room that you're in, and then in the very center there's a much smaller shaft that is like aligned roughly to the center of the big shaft. And no one else should be able to see what Ewan is seeing.
I will tap my shield or the lantern or something on this ground to see, like, how does it react? What noise does it make?
It makes a loud clanging noise that begins to reverberate throughout the area as the winds pull your hair and pull your clothes, like billowing forward in front of you in the direction of the pit. Even your shield, you can feel like catching the air and sort of tugging you forward, but you're magically unable to fly, so you can easily resist it and sort of pull yourself backward constantly to avoid the pressures.
I will slowly approach where the wind's coming from and see if it starts to get much stronger as I get closer.
Well, now that you're already down near the base, it's pretty strong and it's getting cold. You can feel like not just your skin, but your bones are getting chilled all the way through. Out there, it's hot. It's humid. In the desert, it's a little bit dry, but like it's blistering hot out in the Dardanelles. Down here, it is icy.
How strong does the wind feel? Does it feel if I was started over here, how much stronger does it feel as I'm getting closer?
Well, it would definitely knock over all the wheelie bins on your street and knock them all the way down the street, but it's not going to tear up any trees, you know? Leaves will be everywhere, trash will be everywhere, but you don't think it would break a tree or a small twig, a branch or something like that. But it's still, you know, it's a really good breeze. It would destroy your umbrella if you were outside, easily.
How impacted is my flying mobility with this wind?
Going with the wind is very easy. Going against the wind, you're moving at like half speed.
Can I get a look down the hole now? Does it just go into darkness?
Yeah, you get closer to the edge, hovering over it. And I need you, Ewan, to make me a perception check. The lighting in here, like you've got the natural sunlight coming down, and it's a tall shaft, but it feels very dim. And your torchlight is here. You've got the lantern, and it's got like a little case around it to keep a little bit of glass around it to keep the wick from blowing out. But the light seems to be like unusually dim in this setting. There's like this swirling around you, and the ground itself, it starts to like lose visibility as you get closer to this pit. It's almost like there's something around here that's interrupting the natural lighting and making it hard to... Also, the iridescent nature of the ground and the fractal edges of everything are playing havoc on your eyes. It's a very disconcerting and unusual feeling in here. Your vision is falling apart in a way you've not experienced before.
Okay, I will back up. And I will do a slow fly around the edge of the room and just see if I can find anything.
Yeah. You circle the room.
Scan.
You see that there are a couple of little oddities around here. Like the fractured nature does create like a little antechamber over here and down over here and way up here. There's these like odd chambers, and there's even a couple of little like excursions out of the mostly circular room, but they don't go anywhere as you search into them and shine your lights in them. They're just awkward little crevices and cracks in the fractal nature of this place. You searching the room. Give me another perception check, please. Another 16. Great job. 0 to see. I should let you know that you were seeing a little bit of frost develop on the edge of your shield, and your fingers are... They're not numb, but you've got that feeling of like, I've been outside for a long time, and I really, really wish I brought my gloves.
Just as something to note, in these like side chambers, how is it any warmer there? Is it the same temperature feeling, or is the wind affected at all in those sheltered areas?
You still feel the wind even in those sheltered areas, although it's substantially lower. The cold is the same. It takes a while to warm up from the cold. So like maybe if you hung out here for 10 or 15 minutes, you would start to notice a difference, but just stepping in here doesn't immediately trigger a significant temperature differential.
Okay. I think I will try and fly up now.
Okay.
Leaving.
You can ascend and return to the lands above, where the coolness recedes. And yeah. Can I get a wisdom check from you? Perfect. You get back to the top. Your party can see you come up. It takes you a little while. You definitely feel like you've got to, like your ascent begins rather slowly, and then it gets faster and faster the higher you climb, as the winds die down as you leave the area. You make it to the surface. You've been gone not even remotely an hour. And with a 30 on your wisdom willpower check, you catch your breath, you take a look around, and you're immediately going to notice something. Let me just take a quick look at your character sheet here, Ewan. What's the best way to explain this? As the warmth returns to your extremities and you bask in the sunshine, you notice a few like little splotches, like large freckles or little moles that have appeared on your hands. Not a lot, just a couple of extra little, brown spots. And the rest of the party, as Ewan arrives out of this pit and lands on the ground nearby you, or hovers directly in front of you, you'll notice that his hair's got like a couple of tiny, just a few little gray, just an extra little gray hair here or there that he definitely didn't have 30 minutes ago when he descended.
Captain, I didn't know you cast haste on Ewan.
I certainly didn't. Ewan, what'd you see down there?
Well, there was another giant pit. The whole ground was like this weird metal or some sort of fractal pattern to it. The wind was much stronger. I did get close to the edge of the other hole and tried to look down with the lantern light, but the darkness could not penetrate it with the light. It was all very strange.
I see. And what was in there?
I couldn't see, and the room didn't have anything else other than these weird patterns and material.
Oh, you didn't go down.
The wind felt quite strong. I worried if I went any further I wouldn't be able to fly back. And it was quite cold down there. You can see the frost. Unnaturally cold.
Yeah. I give him a observation, and it does look like he's been through somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, excellent work then, Ewan. Though we may have nothing to show for our excursion here, we have learned that there is more than meets the eye, as expected. With that then, I think there's nothing left to do but record this. Oh, and speaking of recording it, I will have turned on the memory stone for the Ewan's report.
Perfect.
And perhaps revisit this at a much later time.
at a much later time. Are we giving up and going home?
We have no possible way of advancing here. Unless you three have any ideas.
It would seem quite a risk to dive into that dark pit without knowing at all what's down there. It seems like there's some great magic affecting this place. And frankly, it scares me.
There is. I'm familiar with haste. Does it look like Ewan has been affected by some sort of time dilation?
He does look a little bit. Yeah, you could say that's a reasonable explanation for what you've seen. He does look a few years older. He doesn't look ancient, but if he went down at 33, he's probably, you know, mid to late 30s now. It's a couple of years. Maybe. Or maybe it's some other effect.
Is there any way we could protect ourselves from these effects, Vincent?
There's no beating time.
Yeah. Do I know of any anti-aging magic?
Elixir of
protection?
Youth. There's a spell, a clerical spell that restores drained life levels and drained years. There's a reverse age spell. There's a Fountain of Youth.
There's a way to beat time.
You're pretty certain that time moves differently on different planes of existence, depending on which plane you're on. Yeah.
Okay.
Certain undead can drain your years from you and make you sort of wither. What else affects your life force?
Marriage.
It's an interesting one. For some people, it makes them live longer, and for other people, it actually shortens their lifespan. It's sort of like a vampiric contract. Yeah.
My favorite day was the day that I got married. My second favorite day was the day that I got divorced.
It's like buying a boat.
I mean, this is maybe a stupid idea, and feel free to interrupt, but we got the fishing rod. We could go fish down it.
Time fish?
Well, I don't know. The hand was pulling things under the sand, so where was it pulling it to? Is it just down to the bottom of that pit? Is it into the sands? Is it into the water?
I mean, if
It
we
was-
find that out, are you ready to kill or fight whatever creates the hands? Like, should we be ready to answer that question?
I think it's the magic. I mean, isn't the heat the magic? Isn't everything the magic?
Yeah, there are so many unanswered questions here. But perhaps it's something that the Empire or greater adventurers could handle.
You don't want to go
say
take.
that to Ewan.
Neal, why are you trying to get me killed? Why are you trying to get us all killed?
I just, you seem to have a lot of distrust in Ewan, and he rolled poorly on his perception checks. Like maybe you could see something that he couldn't. Or maybe if you go down there, you're just gonna die. I don't know.
Yeah.
How
I'll
old is
confirm
Vincent
with
anyway?
Ewan. So you did try to go near the hole, and you figured out that you could not fly up it should you descend, right? I
got-
confirmed.
I got right to the edge, and the winds had gotten much stronger from the edge of the room. it
So
was
that you
pitch
couldn't
black.
fly out of it, right?
I wasn't willing to take it much further to find that out. If I couldn't fly out, then I wouldn't be reporting to you now.
What a shame. Great treasure could have been just a mere dozens of feet below you, Ewan.
Without any way of seeing through the darkness, there's no way to know.
I consider this latest revelation, and I think about Well, Ewan, I might put this up to your judgment. If we were to camp out here for the night and then prepared another bout of flying, do you think that it might be worth looking into the hole a little bit more?
If you've got some way to ward off the cold, combat the wind, and see through the darkness, then maybe.
Okay, we have a lantern. That worked, right?
No.
No?
My light didn't pass through.
Oh.
Light not passing through seems a bit suspect. That's something I've never seen. That seems like something that probably would, if light can't go through it, then what happens to a person? But I do have the fishing rod and the net. That net's got a 30-foot string on it.
Yeah, we've come all this distance. It seems a shame not to see what's down there, but it does seem exceedingly dangerous on the other hand. It would be interesting to perform an experiment of tying something to a fishing rod and dropping it in the hole and seeing what happens, but
We could get some fish.
We could, but also it might just be that this is beyond us.
I think it probably is, but I'm curious.
If you had enough rope or line, the wind would pull anything down there straight into the hole. So if we put down enough length, we wouldn't really have to fly down there to find out.
Yeah, I'll ask you about his report about how deep the volcano hole went before we got to this hole.
It's probably down at about sea level. You know, you climbed up this mesa in a weird way, and you probably went down a similar amount of space. The height of the mesa, roughly.
Okay.
That's like hundreds of feet.
Yeah.
Thousands or...
Yep. Well, I think you've made a good judgment call, Ewan. It's too uncertain, too scary to proceed further. I look at the time of day and see if we can actually make headway to head off this island.
It depends on how you want to get out, right? If you want
I
to
know
just
we're on top. Yeah.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I know we're on top of a mesa. How realistic is it to like slide down it?
You need to. It's too sheer to slide down. You'd have to climb back down somehow.
I mean, Ewan, how much longer's on the fly spell? He can take us down one at a time, couldn't he? He's a strong lad. It's not too far to go. It's only a few hundred feet.
It's true.
If he just goes real fast and
How
we
long has
really
it
need
been?
those timing
Tell me.
candles. Sorry, what was it doing?
How long has it been? You tell me.
Yeah, I've been keeping track of time while up here. Can I get a fairly exact time?
Sorry.
Muted.
Yes. How long has it been? Let's see. It took you hour. You rode the wind up and down and over. You sailed across. Then you
Yeah,
had
how long has Ewan took, rather?
Yeah.
Fly spell.
Yeah. Ewan's been gone for probably about. It probably took him 30-ish minutes to go down and back up, and you've been talking for another 10 or 15 since then, and probably another 10 or 15 before then. So it's probably been about an hour since you descended. Ish.
Fucker.
If I was carrying someone, I'd be at least at half move, which is 90 feet or 9 speed, right? On the
Mhm.
fly. Probably
Yeah.
not enough time.
How big's the lip of the volcano?
Like how wide across is it?
Yeah, like the bit we're standing on, is it like 5 feet or is it 50 feet?
Like to the other side of the shaft, yeah?
No, just the bit we're on.
I don't
Like if we were to make the boat big.
Oh,
suggesting we do it.
between the pit and the edge. You're
Yeah,
talking.
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, many hundreds of feet.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a very large mesa, and you've got lots and lots of room. It's only the very center of it that is problematic.
we got enough rope on the boat if we want to risk breaking it.
Oh, interesting. You want to drop a rope all the way down there. Oh, good.
Or we can sleep here.
Okay. That seems reasonable. We might just have thousand feet of rope to do that.
The boat says lots of rope.
Yes, and we all know lots is...
No one measured it yet.
Yeah, I never thought it would come up that we'd have to know how much, but we did grab a lot of rope, which would imply like 1,000 plus.
Measure it, yes.
Yeah, your ship requires a lot of rope. You'll need to replace things. There's so many uses for rope on a ship that you do have thousands of feet with you.
I think we took extra from the pirates.
We did.
Supplies as well. That's where that lots came from.
Okay, well, I think we'll camp out here for the night. It must be getting pretty late. We've made quite the trek across the island. We'll rest up.
We want to spend another night here in the Deadlands. Last time you tried to spend a night in the Deadlands, things went badly.
I don't want to, but I feel like we have to based off of the timing.
Okay.
Could we at least get to the water and sleep in the inner lake on the boat?
I don't know how you'd
we
get
have to
down.
climb down.
The rope.
Where you would need to attach it to something, and it's just flat rock up here. There's no posts. I don't know if you trust the rope to, like, rope weighs something. When you've got thousands of feet of rope plus the bodies climbing down it, that's a lot of weight. Whatever, if you do manage to like drive a dagger or something into the earth, I think it would be questionable if it would hold.
I think we should buy some climbing supplies. for next time.
Unfortunately, there's no shop here. All right.
Captain, you
Overnight?
have a pocket dimension with a shop.
No, that's beyond my capabilities right now.
Cool.
Yeah, let's set up camp, I guess, up here.
Nighttime it is. And we're going to go to an early break, and we'll come back on the other side with a little more Voyages. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Voyages of Dusk and Dawn. We take a nap. We go to sleep. We're going to rest up. There's no fuel up here. That's okay. You don't need a fire. It's sort of windy. Your tent, if you set it up, will definitely probably blow away, but you can just lay close to the ground, pull out whatever bedrolls you've got, and take a nap. Take a little sleep. How do we...
We'll take watches.
Yeah, how do we manage watches?
Well, if you're going first, I'll take second.
Cool. Yun's on third. Good night.
3 watches, yeah.
Do y'all have a way to start a fire?
We have
I need to light my
lantern.
pipe.
I brought the flint and steel.
Oh,
Will you help me
So-
with that?
Yeah.
perfect.
I have a secondary one if we need it.
The party goes to sleep. Who said they were on first watch?
Me. But like I'm sitting real still and I got my hat real low like this, so, but I got like one eye, 2 eyes out looking, smoking my pipe.
Yeah, well, there's not much around. You're just on this mesa, and I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming you picked a spot that wasn't close to an edge, that you picked a spot roughly in the middle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, this desert has been dangerous to you before. Hands have come out of the earth. It looked like Ewan might have aged. Maybe it's temporary, maybe it's permanent. You know, there were those weird fish. There's no life around here anywhere. It's an odd desert. So, Vaya, what's your mindset here at night?
Well, intelligence is like an 8, right? So like I don't have the ability to count time consistently. So my brain's not distracted with, the seconds passing. I'm just looking around. I guess mostly just see darkness. So maybe sometimes my eyes are shut and I'm just listening. And my brain is just thinking about just trying to stay away from that hand. I don't want the handy to get close.
Well, the night sky is beautiful in the desert. It's mostly clear. Some big, large clouds loom on like either side of the island. It's almost like instead of the clouds passing overhead, they sort of split around the island. It hasn't been like that all day, but right now you've got this like bright, clear sky above you, the night stars above.
Oh, so it's very visible. Like I can see all around.
Yeah, and we are like 4 days before the new moon, so there's not a lot of light, just the starlight, very little proper moonlight. Would you make me a perception check to notice something in the darkness? A dark something. Ooh, it's a 22. Yeah. So just for reference here, Via. To the east is the closest part of the mesa ledge. To the west is the shaft that falls down into the heart of the volcano. And, north and south eventually we'll get to an edge as well, but just for context. It's as you're watching the night sky and looking around and keeping an eye out that you see a bit of shadow that begins to creep towards you. You notice it by the exclusion zone it creates around some stars. And with a 22, you're going to spot it. But at first, there's a moment of like, wait a minute. Did that star just disappear? And then like you notice another disappear and then that one reappear and your brain sort of like clicks into place. And there is indeed some sort of shadow that is arriving.
Who's closest to me? I kick them first.
Pick. You've got the map before you. Who do you kick?
Gary, machete boy, machetes. Everybody.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, I blow my whistle.
Ah!
The party
Everybody, I see a
awakes.
shadow. There's something coming.
Ah! Get me away from that!
You said don't keep.
Yeah, I'll look at it and see that it's backing up sometimes. Is that right?
Yeah, it appears to be sort of hovering maybe 20 or 30 feet away from the party.
I'll just call out, hello, are you friend or foe?
It splits into 3 different forms at that point and moves closer.
Run away.
Moves
away.
closer.
We can't run. Get ready for a fight.
Okay. I think this is initiative order right here.
Okay.
Roll. These are all at +3. Ewan, 2 machetes.
All right, so I am used to 5th edition, where
Of course.
in a spot like this, you could cast Fireball and not hurt any friends. Do I feel like that's the case here?
You need to be able to see the point where your fireball will explode. You can't just like launch it into the darkness. It's night, but it's a clear night. There's plenty of starlight. The radius of fireball is 20 feet. You can probably see 30 feet away. Yeah. You could probably see
Okay.
30 feet away.
Okay, so far all signs are pointing towards yes.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Vi, was that a 10 that you rolled on initiative? Very nice.
That was the D10 plus 9, but that was wrong, right?
No, that's
Oh, that was
right.
right.
That's
Okay.
correct.
Ignore my perfect.
Okay, Vincent rolls in with Fireball. The first of the shadows as it approaches the party, which Ewan, poor, beaten down and disparaged Ewan, immediately puts himself in front of Vincent as like a blocker. And the shadow will reach out towards you. with a reach for your heart, which does not get close. You've got your shield. You don't have your armor, but you've got your stuff, and you duck and push to the side, avoiding the grasp of the shadow, while Vincent casts Fireball.
Yeah, I chant the powerful words for this magic, and I launch the fireball 20 feet behind the middle one.
Excellent. Roll me 66 for damage. Ooh, 20 points. They will get... Oh my god. Wow. They will each get a saving throw. No successes. The fire explodes. It bursts. It envelops them. The DM checks to see if they're resistant to fire. They are not resistant to magical fire. And annihilates all 3 shadows in one burst.
Sweet.
That was neat.
Back to sleep.
Yes, excellent keeping watch there, Via. I compliment her as I curl back up into my bedroll.
Thank you very much, Captain. I was hesitant to wake you up. I know sleep is so important to you.
It's quite a way to go to be to have your life force drained by these shadows. I've heard of these in wizarding school. Horrific.
You mean like that thing did to Ewan?
Think about if Ewan possibly got trained by undead, if that's even remotely what it looks like.
You know, there's a lot of different undead, a lot of different life force draining. Some of them de-level you, some of them sap your years, some sap your physical strength. If an undead were to sap like your fundamental life force, it could drain years off of your life. Ghosts are said to do that.
Interesting. I'll comment back. The exact nature of how one ages magically is unknown. I personally don't feel like that was the cause, but it could have been.
Oh, night, boss.
Night.
Party lays back down, tries to sleep. Who was next in the initiative order? Oh, I've deleted it all. It would have been 10. Would have been some. It is. It's Via. Via, will you roll me a D8?
Yeah.
Who was on second watch?
I think it was me.
All right, Gary, 2 machetes. It's nighttime. It's your watch. Shadows have come once. Ewan might have been life drained. Via woke everyone up. But on this windy plateau, things are still restless. Would you make me a perception check? It's a bad check. You know, it's hard when you're in the darkness to notice things close to the ground that don't have a lot of illumination on them. It's difficult to see the things that aren't fully there, the little apparitions and shades. You definitely don't see this coming off from a great distance. But you are awake. And I believe you will notice that something is here. only when you feel its cold grasp on your back. As it makes a... Yes, with back attack and surprise and everything and bonuses to hit, that'll hit. Some fingers wrap on your shoulders, cold fingers, like someone about to give you an unwelcome back massage. And I need you to make me a saving throw versus spell.
Oh,
It's a
got
success.
a low chance of that happening.
Yeah. 25%'s not terrible. These fingers wrap on you. Instantly, you feel like streaks of cold running through your bones, down from your clavicle, through your spine to your knees. But you can shrug off what is clearly an attempt to rip your soul from your body and give a yelp. And we should probably run into initiative once more.
I blow up my whistle.
Yeah. The party assembled, already jittery in the night, can certainly wake up here.
Also, I rolled a D2 to see if I snored, and I got a 1, so I think that means I'm a snorer.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Time to get a new party member, everybody.
Sorry.
Do they have like medieval sleep apnea masks that you wear, or is it just like a piece of tape across your nose?
Just kick me and I have to roll over to be quiet. And then roll back onto my back and I'm snoring.
We are going to roll in. And 14. Okay, Ewan, once again. You are first to act, woken again in the middle of the night. Suddenly, disturbingly, as you gaze around, you can see Gary probably turning to face this thing. And you can see this. I'm going to make it larger just for all of us to see what we're looking at. It is a bizarre looking wraithly figure with a skeletal head and a strange crown, robes around it, skeletal arms, but also just not really fully there. Definitely no lower sections to it. It is far more distinctive than the shadows you saw a moment ago. And it's your turn, Ewan.
What do I know? I will launch an attack at it with a spear.
Absolutely. Pick up that spear and thrust it through its body. 18's a great hit. The spear goes right into the creature. Roll me damage as you rip it out. Excellent. It seems 100% unaffected by your spear thrust.
Is the spear damaged at all? Does it look good? Can I tell?
You take a glance at the spear and it seems to be fine. Does not seem to be affected.
Oh, that is not good.
Yeah. The
Captain, what
creature.
spells do you have?
Almost nothing left.
The creature reaches out once again towards who here is the holder of the boat? It's normally Ewan, right?
It's on the ground at the moment. I wouldn't be holding it at the moment. I
Perfect.
just
Well
woke up
then,
from my sleep.
yeah. It is going to move between the two of you. It's not really fully there. This will provoke an attack of opportunity from both of you. Please make me attack rolls as the creature moves right into your range, completely lowering its guard. A natural 18 and a modified 20, an extra 16 modified 18. Beautiful hits. Your blades slice right through the air, doing near maximum damage. That's a great crit you rolled there, Gary. 2 machetes. You and that 5's not so fantastic. You can roll another damage, Gary, because that's a crit and a hit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Excellent. Your weapons pass harmlessly through as the creature, phasing through you, moves towards the boat, reaches out its arms, and lifts the magic vessel and then
Tug of war.
begins to float away from the party.
Can I shout?
Of course.
Can I shout Rift Ship?
I think so. I think that's yes.
do that.
I think you shout Rift Ship, and the vessel expands dramatically. And then, a moment later, it collapses back into a box.
Oh.
Vincent.
So when you roll in with the intention to cast a spell, do you lose the spell if you don't cast it?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I'll lose this. No.
Ooh.
I doubt it'll help, but I'll finish my magic missile. Let's see, I believe this is a... can't remember if it's 3d4 or 4d4.
Your 5th level should be 3d4 plus 3.
Okay, great. Shout out it. That's ours! Because I magic missile.
Oh, that is a huge amount of damage. And as the magic missiles rip through the creature, you can see sections of it begin to boil off and wither away, leaving the creature less substantial than it was a moment ago. Actions?
Ooh. Emboldened by that, I will advance towards it to make sure it doesn't get too far away.
All right. Gary, 2 machetes.
So I rolled in with dodge. I'd like to change that to grabbing my net and launching my net at the boat.
Ooh.
Dodge is a full round action, so you are dodging for the round because it gives you AC benefits when you declare it at the start of the round. And it cannot be undeclared later. Otherwise, we'd all roll in with dodge and then change our actions as soon as our turn comes up. So I'm gonna. Yes,
So I
I'm
can't
gonna.
move either.
Yes. I think this is the round you're spending defending, to no avail. Via.
Can I reach the phantom?
Of course, yeah. You can easily reach up to it.
Could I just grab the box? Like if it's got it on the sides, can I grab the top and the bottom?
Yes, the creature is moving the box and going forward. You're coming up from behind it. Are you trying to reach through the creature to grab the box?
Can I get around it to the front? Or it's continuously moving the whole round? So
It is
best I can do
continuously
get right behind.
moving the whole round, yeah. And it's also movement speed 12, so...
I'll reach through it and grab the box.
Oh, give me a saving throw versus spell.
Is that a macro somewhere, or do I type something?
If you click your token, there should be a macro at the very top that says 1 dot saving throw, and then you can click a drop down from there to go to spell. Maybe. Or you can just roll a d20 and I'll tell you if you pass or fail.
Okay, thank you.
6 is not good enough. You needed a 16. You reach through the wraith, or specter, or spirit, or ghost, whatever we want to call this unnamed thing. And I
did it all for the box. The what? The box. The what?
the weapon here? Ah, yes. Yes. You will lose. You will have 4 years of your life drained as you reach through the creature. bitter cold engulfs your heart and bones. You can feel yourself, slowing, freezing, withering, but you reach through it successfully. Make me a D20 plus, what's your attack bonus? 2? Yeah, D20 plus 2, and to get a 10, just to grab the box, because the Wraith is moving, and it's not necessarily easy to get it. You just need a 10 on this. Easy peasy. You get both hands upon the box, and give me that strength check to rip it free from the Wraith-like thing. Excellent roll. So good.
I just, we've been over this. I can't hit anything with my clay, but I roll well.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all you need sometimes. You succeed in prying the box free from the creature. As you pull it towards you, you notice the box impacts the Wraith, unlike the weapons that moved right through it. And as you pull it towards you, you just kind of like press the Wraith into you for a moment. And I'm sure you step to the side so that the Wraith is not inside your body.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I do believe this is the top of the initiative order again.
Okay. Bring out your torches. That might be the only thing we can do to hurt it, I shout out.
Am I still holding onto the box? Yes.
Absolutely.
And I add, if you, for some reason, can't get a torch out, my bag, it has a scroll in it. Fetch me the scroll.
I'll get the scroll. I don't have any torches.
I've only got a lantern.
Same.
I've got the scroll. You get the net, Gary.
Okay, I'll do the net. No, did I roll it? Something just smashed.
Ooh, that tree.
Another bin fell over.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, Vincent 3, Ewan 12, Gary 12, via 10. With okay, Vincent, you're first against all odds. You have another magic missile. Didn't you use all of them against the hands?
It only took 2 magic missiles against that hand, and the only thing I prepared that was not a transmutation spell was magic missile. So here's my last one. Hopefully we roll as well as the last one. Magic missile!
Oh,
that's pretty good.
You dog. That is exactly its remaining HP. The thing before you will wither and fade and vanish. I need a perception check from you, Vincent. How good of a look did you get at this thing before it died?
Okay. I did remember you showed that it was kind of a king.
Yeah, it had like a crown-like structure upon its head.
20, that's a nice round number.
You did not get a very good look at this thing. You magic missiled it from behind. It withers, it boils, it fades for now.
Did I get a good look?
Yeah,
Was I
you got a
standing
great
right
look.
there, right next to it?
You got a great look, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But once again, everything goes quiet.
Vincent, you said you had a magical sword.
Yes, I did. I do.
Do you mind if I go grab that real quick?
Yeah, it's in the boat. I don't know if we have a good way of getting that.
Well,
We saw
I
the
mean,
boat turn
you-
into a ship just now.
You and
It's
just
a
did
fairly
it a
flat
minute ago.
area.
Sorry, what was that?
You
It's
had
a-
turned it into.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I think the
Turned
area's
it into a
flat enough
boat,
maybe to
and
turn
was
it.
fine.
Oh,
So we lay
yes.
it.
Cool. We'll turn it into just this small rowboat so that we can get it, right? Or is that what you said?
Go on, you.
It needs to
big
be the
enough
big
that-
ship to go in and get the stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we risking like putting it on the ground and turning it to the boat? Is that like a D? Is that a percentile to see if it's fine? What is that?
Well, if a boat sits on hard ground, it's probably fine. You wouldn't want to drop it on hard ground, and you wouldn't want to put it on ground where there's like an awkward, like sharp point that would hold all the pressure. But in like flat rock like this, it'll probably just turn over on its side and be fine. This is probably one of the more safe environments to turn the boat into turn the box into a boat.
Okay. Yeah, it's worth the risk here. We'll do so then.
Yeah, cool. Via, roll me a D100. Since you asked, you know. Oh, it's fine. The boat's fine. It pops up. You go in. You pull out the magic sword. Anything else you need to get out of this sucker while it's, you know, cockeyed and awkward to crawl in and out of?
Yeah, I call it if there's anything we want to grab from the boat, now's the time.
Are we going to continue resting or not?
We are. We don't really have any other choice.
Probably enough oil to last us through the night if we keep a lantern lit.
Yes. Good
Yep.
idea.
An extra pint of oil is good enough for you. You'll grab it, keep the lantern lit, turn the boat back into a box, and try to get some shut-eye.
Yep, I'll advise the group. Pass out your torches if we meet another one. I don't have any spells left.
Yeah, grab some
Right,
torches
grab some
from the boat.
torches.
What do you have on those scrolls, Vincent?
A last resort.
Okay. Ewan. Would you roll me... Would you roll me a D27, please? Okay. The rest of the night passes uncomfortably, but without incident. When Ewan's turn comes, I say without incident. Nothing comes out to get you. There's no more spirits or ghosts or shadows or whatever these are. You're pretty certain you're hearing like weird, almost pseudo-intelligible sounds off in the direction of the pit, off in the direction of the shaft that leads down into the volcano. It's never like a sentence, but it's that, you know, you're sitting in your room alone, you're playing video games, and you think you hear someone say your name. You're like, what? No one's home. There's no way someone just said my name. That's definitely, my brain probably just interpreted some weird sounds. And you get that a few times through the night, almost like something within that shaft is calling you.
Well, I will definitely take the sword off Gary for my watch, with the lantern lit in the center of the light, equipped with my leather and shield, the sword on my lap, watching the darkness, ready for anything to come into the light.
Nothing comes out. It's all fine. The night passes uneventfully from here on out. Morning comes. The sun is nice and warm, shining brightly, clearly destroying any undead that might come out. You are 100% safe from wraiths during the daytime. The sunlight would destroy them. So it's great. It's fine. Vincent, you can try and sleep in as much as possible to get the good rest that you need to cast spells, because you do need like 8 hours of good rest before you can start rememorizing your spells, and it's 10 minutes per spell level. So I think it's you sleep in, and then you probably have what, 4, 5, 6, probably like 2 hours of spell learning to do in the morning, I'm guessing. And then then party, it's free to go. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Phew. Okay.
Can I rope use like to make kind of like around all the sides of the box and then tie it to where it can kind of sit on my back, so that Ewan doesn't have to hold it, minusing an AC, and then I can still attack with both of my hands?
Absolutely. You can easily carry the box on your back. I think it would probably, even if you do have like a nice carrying situation for it, it's going to like flop around a lot. So I'll give you a penalty of 1 to hit while the box is carried that way, because it's never going to be tight enough to work properly.
Okay.
But you can easily improvise a carrying case that'll allow you to use both hands.
Okay, then I'll take, unless anyone objects, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a good idea.
It's 7 pounds Rift Dancer.
7 pounds, cool, gotcha.
I'll remove it. And then, Gary, are you holding on to that sword?
I'm easy. Honestly, I'm better with the machetes, even though it is a magical sword. I'll hold on to it for now, unless you want it.
What's the fighter penalty for unproficient
-2.
wielding?
-2.
So it'd be like a +1. And then +1 from it's a +1 sword, right?
Yeah.
It's not that bad, actually.
Yeah.
Plus
You're
2.
losing 1 to hit for 1 to damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm using 2 to hit, yeah.
Well, -2, but then +1 because it's magic sword.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
But
I'll
I'm
hold on to the
specialized
sword
in the spear, really, so it's...
while we're here.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, you can hold on to it.
Sure.
All right. Well, party. We journey to the edge of the mesa. We look down. It's a long way down. But, Vincent, I'm sure you have a solution for the party.
Yes. Well, I make our speech at the beginning as I sit down to prepare my spells. The speech is basically, you're free to come up with anything, if you have any inspiration on how we might be able to delve into this. I'm all ears, but it sounds exceedingly dangerous. I'm glad that we might have the chance to escape this island with our lives. So our plan is to head off this island and go back to Summerland.
Aye, Captain.
Great.
Yeah,
Now we'll
let's
prepare some Ride the Winds so that we can get off this mesa.
Excellent. You have 4 Ride the Winds ready, and the party can ride them all the way down.
Cool. We'll ride the wind down, and then we will book it east.
No, it's 1 creature per level. You don't need 4 castings. You
Correct.
need 1 casting. Okay, there we go.
That'll be one of the 3 Ride the Winds I prepared today.
Oh, right. You don't even have 4 second level spell slots. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, the party descends. And it's easy when you're going with the wind to make your way down off the mesa, down across the waters, across the greens, and up the next hill. The duration is an hour. I think you will need multiple castings, but if you just cast in a row, you can easily get to the other side of the island in 3 hours without any problems or encounters.
That sounds good to me. All right, 3 Ride the Winds.
All right. Once on the other side and near the sea, I assume you turn the box into a boat and take off.
We do. We'll head to Port Augustus to pick up Wiley, and then onwards to Port Julia.
Well,
Captain, while we're on the boat, could I, take a slight minus, maybe 10 per month gold fee, and you teach me to read?
Sure, Via.
Thank you.
interesting.
We'll just start that whenever there's downtime on the boat. So I'll get paid 90 gold a month.
Am I reading this correctly that you've dumped 9 rations down the mountainside?
I did it last session.
Oh, right,
So
at the
there's
bottom.
a pile of food sitting at the bottom of the mountain.
Excellent. Right. Well, we set out for Port Julia to go pick up what's his face. I'm sorry, Port Julia. You can find a good old Wiley, Port Julia, doing his best Wiley old thing. You're gonna pick him up and head. Where was that?
It's in Port Julia after the Port Augustus pickup.
Yeah. Okay, so get Wiley, then go to Port Julia.
Yep.
Okay. we'll come into the town, the nice, cozy, quiet town of Port Julia. It's got a big wall that wraps all the way around it with some soldiers on it, posted on it. Nice big flags of the Drakissian Empire snapping in the wind. Trees and mountains, the fresh sea air, the sounds of shopping and people going about their business. It's such a lovely place compared to where you've just come from. It's really, quite enjoyable.
Nice. As we pull in, I see if we can leave our ship unattended here safely.
There's a whole army and navy out here. If ever there's a place that you could leave your boat unattended, this would probably be it. Unless you think there's still thieves in this highly militarized town.
Nah, we'll leave our super valuable magical ship in the dock.
Okay. Just give me a D100 for a moment.
We leave Wiley. Well, no, bloody Wiley.
Oh, we could leave Wally to watch the ship. That's right. Good call. Oh, Wally, we have a really important job for you. Oh, wait, no, you're right. That's actually worse.
Steal the
That is
bloody
worse.
ship,
Yeah, I came to the same realization the same time as you, or later. The same thought process.
Well, the party heads on into Port Julia. What are we looking for here in the probably late-ish afternoon, mid-afternoon?
Yeah, I guess first, general information about Mount Solstice and how long it would take to get there from here. And I'll walk around the town and see the sights.
Yeah, the sights are nice. The economy's bustling. There's all sorts of little food markets set up everywhere. There's, different factions of soldiers and belonging to different vessels who are getting into a couple of spits and spats and arguments over probably mundane things that don't cross your mind, that don't bother you. The mountain's not that far from you. If you were to set out in the morning, you'd probably make the base by mid-afternoon. By early afternoon. Maybe a little bit sooner, depending on how fast you all go. And you're told that the mountain has been effectively conquered and is now an outpost for the great Drakissian Empire. It's up upon this mountain where you've got watchmen and anyone who's in a proper, scouting or leadership position will head up to the top of that mountain to get a good view over everything. The forests at the base of the mountain are somewhat dangerous. There are monsters within them. There are ogres and giants. Although the path to the mountain has been cleared a few times, they do occasionally show back up. It's still their forest. What else would you like to know?
Okay, I inquire if there's like a daily Julia to Solstice safe patrol period that we could walk with. Okay.
No.
I'll ask around to see if anyone plans on going from Port Julia to Mount Solstice in the very near future.
None of the civilians would be doing that, and none of the imperial authorities would telegraph their movements like that.
I sigh, trying to play the part of the tourist and advise, this would be such a lucrative business if you let civilians, walk in safety up to Mount Solstice.
How would that be lucrative?
They'd pay a tour guide fee. Look at it, it's amazing.
I'm sure you could hire a whole bunch of armed guards to take you up there.
I suppose so. What do I think that would cost?
Ooh, probably a couple of gold per guard per day.
That dangerous. Well, good thing I brought my own then.
Ah, excellent.
We've had quite a day. I guess we'll rest up on the ship and then set off to Mount Solstice tomorrow.
Excellent. And with that, why don't we go to our second break, and we'll be back on the other side in just a minute. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Voyages of Dusk and Dawn. Our players have been looking at maps while we've been away. What's going on with these maps?
I was just looking to see where we might end up after the mountain. Long-term planning. But for
okay.
now, the mountain.
Okay. Well, to the mountain we go. We've rested a day. We're all doing good. Ewan's down a little bit of HP, but he's got so much. Like, he'll be fine. It's totally fine. And we're gonna take the day to get to Mount Solstice. It'll be easy peasy.
Yes.
Boss, just
What's up?
before we go, I've got a little list of things I think we might want to get. If these are available, Koibu. And I'll post it in chat.
Yes,
That's
I see
probably
it.
better.
Climbing supplies, in short.
Oh, that's
I
those are 2 weeks out. I'm sorry.
Well, the silk rope you can definitely not get here. There's no way. Spikes, absolutely. You can get as many as you want. Grappling hook. You'll have to custom order that. That's definitely not available today. Climbing harness? I don't think anyone in Port Julia is making climbing tools. You could order these to be made, but they would take a while. Yeah.
It seemed like Augustus was a pretty major trading area. Do those have those here?
Augustus is a bigger place. You might be able to get the silk rope there, but like no one's making climbing harnesses around here because there's nothing really to climb. Like there's that mountain, which is up until now been like inaccessible and no one wanted to go there. So there's just, there's no modern great economy where people are hanging out and doing mountain climbing. So there's mountain climbing harnesses available in every town. You need to go somewhere and get it custom made most likely, or go to a place where people do a lot of climbing, which is few and far between.
Could I make one with rope use? Like tie it specifically kind of so it doesn't get too tight around the legs or the waist, and then kind of fashion it around someone? Like a rope could be turned into one?
Yes, with rope use, you can make a climbing harness.
Also, before we get too far, that box does put me into medium encumbrance, so maybe I can't carry it, because that might be really slow.
Ooh.
Unless
I
you just want to wake up every morning and put strength on me, Captain. I'd be okay with that.
Oh, why did we change the box holder?
So Ewan could fight.
So she's got like some harness to wear it around. I could take some other stuff off you if that helps.
I'll go out and buy those spikes. Mind if I use gold from the Horde?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. We got 10 spikes.
You could take my 8 pounds of rope.
Yeah.
Or I could put that on the boat, I guess. I just won't have any rope.
Is that 150 foot? Is 8 pounds?
Okay, and you're still carrying my 20-pound bag now, Ewan?
Should be fine. Oh no, it's 8. Yes, I'm still carrying that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll carry your rope for you.
Thank you. Then I am light.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Well, party, off we go.
Off we go. Since we were told the forest might have danger, I will, before we set... Oh wait, let me check how long this is. 5 hours, I think. Strength... It is 5 hours. I'll cast Strength on my MVP, Gary 2 Machetes.
Oh, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll 1d8, Gary. Good luck.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Very strong.
What does that put you at, Gary?
I think it's like... I hope that's a ship stats, which has 40 strength. Like 1820, I think. Or 1810.
That's huge.
My strength should be 13, and then it goes up by 7.
Right, so 14.
Oh, 1830.
17, 18, 10, 18, 20. Yeah. All right. Well, off we go. Anything I should know as we are traveling? Just regular old hike across the plains towards the mountains. You can't get lost because mountains are big and you can see them from far away.
Not much. We keep an eye out for, was it like ogres and giants and trolls?
Yeah. Keep
I'll
an eye out for the baddies. Yeah.
I'll just try finding a path most traveled.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's anything obvious with the tracking.
Yeah.
To roll it.
There is a small trail. It's just like a spot where the grass is a little bit thinner that leaves from the north gate of Port Julia, and there's like farmland around. You can follow like the trails through the farmland, but as you go out towards Mount Solstice, eventually it does narrow to a little slightly worn route that heads that direction. And you can follow it until you hit the woods. Upon the woods, I would like you to make me a tracking check to see if you can find an existing route. 20 is so close, but not quite there.
It's been raining so heavily recently.
Well, you'll just have to travel through the woods and get close to the mountain and try and find the trail up the mountain the old-fashioned way, when there's not, clearly marked maps and all trails and GPS to go by. God's bless all trails. What a useful tool.
Huh, what a shame. Can we not see the outpost from the base?
The outpost on the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can maybe. If someone's up there with a bright light or something, you might be able to see like the reflection of light off the mountain. But otherwise, I think any outpost built into it is a little bit too well concealed. And I don't know. Give me a perception check. Whoever's got the highest perception in the party, give me a perception check at -2 to see if you can spot any signs of
13.
civilization. Well, that's not good. No, definitely no signs of civilization.
All right, cool. Well, did we make it to the base?
You've made it to... Oh, sorry. When you say base, I thought you meant like fortress. You meant like bottom of the mountain.
Yes.
I am so sorry. I completely misunderstood you. You can see the... Right. So the base of the mountain is
That is
mostly
funny how base
covered.
has two. That is funny how base means, the floor as well as a physical structure. That's dumb.
You can see the very edge of the mountain down here. Mountain doesn't usually have a clear start like that. But this section doesn't appear to be traversable. And based on what the people in town were telling you, the way up the mountain is probably somewhere within the forest itself. You'll have to travel through the woods to get to the trail that leads to the mountain, or to the trail that leads to the entrance, something like that. It's the people in Port Julia are, regurgitating secondhand rumors.
Okay. Given that we spent like basically an evening in Port Julia, and I am a cartographer by trade, I would have been interested. Could I say that I wanted to get pretty good directions while in town?
The people... So the story that you're getting is that this mountain has been more or less unapproachable for generations, until the army and navy showed up here, fought some battles, cut their way through, and explored the mountain. Before that, there were just too many monsters. So the only people who really know the right route to get there are, it's almost considered like a military secret. It's not something that someone's just going to give you directions to. Maybe the locals would if they knew it, but they haven't been able to access this mountain in generations.
I see. I think in Augustus I got a more general feeling that was a good sightseeing destination, but it is not.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, through the forest. We'll find it.
Excellent. Can I get a 2d8 from Gary 2 machetes? Love to see it. Right. Our party enters the forest. Gary with his 20 on the tracking check. You know where the mountain is. You're roughly headed there. You're trying to take the best terrain that leads you there. This forest has, lots of trees, like a good forest does. But some of them are quite large, like wide all the way around. They don't seem to be, impressively tall. They're more like really thick, squat trees. Some of them are quite large, quite tall, but there are many quite thick ones. And being a good tracker, Gary, you will very quickly come across some old footprints in like a low spot where there's a little bit of a creek, and a giant has stepped here, and their footprint has like impressed itself into the creek, and the water has flown into like the shape of a giant footprint and then back out the other side. Based on your tracking abilities and skills and the size and depth of this footprint, it's probably weeks old, maybe a week old. But it's definitely, maybe like a 6-foot footprint.
Hey guys, check this out. You see there? That's a big toe. That's like a really big toe.
What a wondrous creature. I hope we don't meet one of them.
Yeah.
As a tracker,
keep
do you
your
find
eyes
that you
peeled,
know a
though.
lot about feet?
Yes, kind of my thing, being a tracker and all. I know all about feet.
Since we faced a troll before, I'll visually, like in my mind, compare this footprint to like a troll expected height.
No, this is much thicker, much wider. This doesn't look anything like the troll footprints you saw in the last jungle.
Larger than a troll?
Yes.
Okay.
But probably not regenerating. That's nice. That's got to be a buff.
Are we talking like way larger than a troll or just slightly larger?
Let me compare their sizes.
Weren't they talking about forest giants or something in the other town, or jungle giants or something like
I think
that?
they talked about almost every kind of giant on the planet.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
There's definitely giants in here, and I just wanted to think about how dangerous they were compared to trolls, pretty much.
Yeah, it's about
Supposedly
twice as
griffins
long
as well.
and 3 times as wide as a troll's footprint.
Okay.
Are they more likely to negotiate?
How would you... Does anyone have any ideas? Trolls are generally considered pretty dumb, ravenous creatures that spend a lot less time thinking and a lot more time doing things. They have a pretty crappy guttural language called troll speak. Giants are generally intelligent creatures, but they're so much bigger that they look at humans much in the way humans might look at, stray dogs or cats.
So they find us cute and they want to pet us and feed us.
Oh, that's
take
good to
care
know.
of us.
Maybe in the modern era, that would be the impression of stray dogs and cats. But at this point in time, it's more like the stray dogs who are hungry and starving and will rip you to shreds if they get a chance because you're food and they want you. So probably with some skepticism, not to mention all the people here have been like cutting down their forests and tromping through and killing them. You're likely to be viewed as invaders into their homeland, which is accurate. It's very accurate. And, they might leave you alone out of fear, or they might try to crush you out of fear.
That's fair.
I think one good thing is they're pretty big, so hopefully they're kind of easy to spot. So just keep your eyes peeled, and if we see one, we'll go the other way.
Yeah, good point. Surely there's no way a giant would notice us in a forest.
Yeah, we just keep a low profile. Move quick.
Excellent. All right, party. Walk on through. Who is leading the way?
I would assume Gary. with his survival and tracking and
Plus, the machetes can chop down the path.
yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Gary. Here's your big roll, buddy. Here's your big in roll, because in this forest, there are people who would like to do you harm. And our question is, how close will you come to crossing their paths?
Perception.
No. Before we even get to whether or not you see them, we just need to know if you're going to encounter them. So I need a D100 from you.
24.
Yeah. That's a good roll for you. That's a good job.
That sounds very sarcastic.
No, I wanted the trolls, the creatures, to bash you on the head and kill you all. And you are not going to pass so close that they will have like an ambush opportunity, which is really the bummer of the situation.
Okay, low roll, but not that roll. Low.
Right. Well, high would have been bad. Yeah, high would have been ambush point. So this is wild success for the party.
Nice.
However, they do still spot you, but you're gonna probably see them from coming off. So Gary, give me a D10 for surprise.
Ugh, I hate one.
Oh,
Never surprised.
you son of a!
I never know if rolling high is good or bad. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Surprise, it's 1 to 3 on a D10, unless you're an elf.
Mm-hmm. Well, party, let me bring you to a map. Because you're walking here. And I do believe you're headed from east to west. So Gary's somewhat in the front. Would you please arrange yourselves in whatever your walking order is on this map?
I would have
Also-
told you, if you hear an owl noise, it's me. Warning you
Right.
of something, because I have a new proficiency that lets me make owl noises.
Oh, and
Yeah,
would,
okay.
it,
Another animal.
would the captain have healed you, or are you really at 21?
It's not been long enough.
Oh.
Oh.
Yesterday, where I was injured.
Yeah.
I told
can't
you
do
when to
magic
walk
the
it
next
off.
day. Okay. As you should. You have the right to, Captain. I go with what you say. You're the smartest man I've ever met. Here's the thing. I've spent a lot of time with you, and you've been teaching me to read, and I just appreciate you so much.
Uh-oh.
You've been learning for one day, Via. Come on.
Is this a death flag?
A very long day. A death what?
A death flag, or
What's a
the
death flag?
the character is featured prominently just before they die.
Oh no! No!
I was just looking in the economics sheet, and it's 100 gold for a fancy coffin.
Ooh.
I commented to Gary, that's where you're spending the first month's wages on.
Yes,
Well-
but not for me.
That's in the fine print.
The party is joking about, the doom that can befall them in this place and who's going to die next. And Gary, with your keen eyes and you're a ranger, right? Your innate traveling skills, as you walk past this tree and out into this spot, you hear the sounds of motion, and coming out from blending within the forest are two giant-like creatures who seem to be stepping out of some form of camouflage. And I would like to know, Gary, what do you do?
I make an owl noise. And I start motioning everyone to go backwards. And I say, it's maybe time to do the haste. I don't think we can outrun giants, can we?
Probably not.
Arm yourselves! Arm yourselves!
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, if I have time, before they get here, hide. With my movements.
Well,
Try to move silently.
I think this is time to roll initiative. You can take a hide action on your turn. I don't know if anyone wants
I'm not
to.
doing that.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Does it seem like we've been noticed?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, with absolute certainty.
Okay.
Now, the question is, are they going to try and crush you, or are they just going to come have a nice friendly chat, or are they going to stand at a distance? The intention of these two huge branch-wielding, camouflaged humanoids is maybe not clear, right? They're probably friendly.
Fair. Does that branch look like the type of thing you swing, or does it look like the type of thing you throw? Or possibly both?
Oh, it's definitely more of a swing than a throw. Yeah.
Okay.
Learning from
You
my
only hide
captain.
in hunting blinds if you're planning on hunting.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Learning from my captain, I say, friend or foe?
You were the first to act. What would you like to do? They're so far away. They're like 150.
Gary said we should
120.
move everyone ready's weapons, so I will hold, like, if the party moves back, then I'll move with them. But I will stand my ground for now.
Stand your ground for now. Okay. Vincent, you're the next one up. Are you going to draw
Great.
first blood?
Well, indirectly, I will cast Strength on Ewan.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll 1d8.
For the 2. 17.
Okay.
Excellent. Gary, 2 machetes.
How far can you move in one round?
120 feet. You can go further, but you have AC and hit penalties.
And there's no holding action for them to close, is there?
You can ready an action for something like immediately around you, maybe like taking a 5-foot step somewhere before triggering it. But yeah.
I just brace for impact because I think they're going to be fast. So
Yeah.
I'm ready to attack.
I think if I remember right, you can cast a spell and move 5 feet. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
I'll move 5 feet backwards.
Perfect. Vaya. Your 2 other warrior friends hold their ground. The wizard makes Ewan strong again. What do you do?
I've got a little bit of range, but I can't like stand behind somebody and hit them with the glaive because I have.
Oh, you
probably have,
totally
like, a free
can.
space
Yeah, Glaive's got reach. You could stand behind these people if you wanted to.
and not like hit anyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what
Actually,
you'd
I'll
like?
just move over.
Okay. Our first friendly green giant will stomp, 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 stomp. He's probably actually 10 feet back. There we go, to here. Our second large, friendly green giant will come up over towards the party. And we go to the next round and next initiative.
Giants, we just mean to pass by, I yell futilely.
They even speak your language? Gosh. You know, there's so many languages, and not being able to understand each other has caused so many wars in the past, and so much violence just from lack of language. They speak their own language, the language of a tribe of nearby humans and humanoids. Well, that means ogres. They probably, if you speak ogre, they might understand you. 12, excellente. Vincent, you are first up. You've got hold
That's nice.
person.
Yes, go ahead and roll a save on the left giant as I cast hold the person.
Would you
Does
put
that
it into
work?
chat,
Oh,
please?
wait. Hold on. That is larger than like more than. Do they look like one size larger than the caster? I guess I'll ask.
They do not. No.
All right. Let me change my action. I will instead cast Strength
Ah.
on Via.
On.
Go ahead and roll 1d8.
Blint, a little bit stronger is
no.
good, but probably not enough to get combat damage bonuses.
11.
Okay.
Ewan,
What weapon does it have?
a big stick.
Yeah, I charge. And make a spear attack.
Rust your spear into the beast.
Oh,
yes.
Oh.
It's a critical hit.
I'll roll my additional 2d4, and there should
Those
be
coward
some
allegations.
extra 1 damage from my 17 strength. 13.
Okay. Okay, 13 total to the great creature before you, which is surprisingly good. The spear finds a nice spot within its thigh, opens the flesh, and warm blood rolls down the spear into your hands. The giant gives a cry of dismay, passes its saving throw versus death, suffers no more ill effects, and Via at her takes a turn.
Scared. Okay. I'll go up behind Ewan and attack.
Mm-hmm. Whoosh. Your glaive comes nowhere near the great creature. It's jungle foliage blocking the path of your glaive. Gary, 2 machetes. Are you also going to gang up on the one helpless giant who's not tried to hurt you at all?
Charging full speed through the forest is quite threatening.
Actually, yeah. I'm gonna do a mechanical charge action.
Oh, do you have 20 feet
Ooh.
of forward space?
I assume so.
Yeah.
What does a mechanical charge do again?
-1 to AC, +2 to hit.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use a magic sword,
Oh,
which I didn't say I gave back. So,
perfect.
No, you haven't. You had it.
oh, that's initiative.
Is that including all the pluses and minuses?
Yeah. Well, no, but it's a 9.
It's a 9.
Total
It's
plus
not
2.
good enough. No, the sword slips out.
Machete.
Ooh, is that including the +2 from charge?
Nope.
Then that's a 19 and it hits. Second machete.
For 2.
Splits open the
oh,
calf.
Oh, I
Oh.
keep forgetting I have strength 18 at the moment.
Oh.
18, 20.
So I hit, so it's a 20, so it actually does 5 damage.
Ooh. You have +3 to damage? Oh,
With
yeah, 18-10.
18-2.
Yeah. That's great. You begin to rip this giant open nice and wide, leaving our other giant to take a turn. Now the giant's going to get to here. And the question is, does it go right to help its friend, or does it go left to deal with the lone person? Does he recognize that you are a wizard? We're going to have to give this giant some intelligence. They have average intelligence, so let's just roll 3d6.
I'm dressed as an innocent merchant getting escorted by 3 guards.
That's true. Could just be an innocent merchant who may or
Clearly
may not.
cowering in the back.
Yep. Oh, only a 16 on the intelligence check. Definitely doesn't see you as a spellcaster, and you have no weapons in hand. It will pick you off and deal with you later. It will come up right behind Gary, 2 machetes, and drop its big old tree on you. Let's change the name of this to tree. And Gary, I want you to know that these giants have 21 strength. that they roll 2d8 plus 9 to damage when they hit, which is an average of 18 per attack. So
Just roll badly.
Oh.
we just need to roll badly. It's a critical hit.
Oh, dear God.
The strength damage doesn't get doubled, but we will roll another 2d8 on top of the 15. So I'm just going to roll 2d8 plus 15 for the final damage to Gary 2 machetes. It's a total of 26. Gary
That's exactly what it needs. Oh no, I'm -2.
is flattened.
Wow.
The next giant will take its big old club, and there is Ewan. Oh, Ewan, you criticaled the giant's thigh. Let's do a little thump on you. It should not have plus
13.
15 to hit. Something is wrong here with its attack bonus. Oh, right. It's already including the strength. So it's still a hit. It's just a hit for 13 damage. There,
Okay.
this should be the right modifier now. There we go. 13 damage to you. And that's the end of that round. Let's roll initiative.
What's the
It's a
initiative
pickle.
if I want to back up?
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, can I back up from here without taking attack of opportunity? I guess
When-
it's retreat, isn't it?
Yeah, when you leave the threatening range of something, it gets an attack of opportunity. So if you back up to like over here, this giant won't get an attack of opportunity, but this one will.
And there's no like way to retreat, or there's not a mechanic. to
Yes,
not-
there is. There's a withdraw action. You can only move 1/3 your speed, but you can back up without taking any attacks of opportunity. So that would be 40 feet. You could back up, which would be, out to here somewhere. That's not a great
Yeah, I'll-
distance.
But that's still +3.
Yeah, that's still +3.
All right, I'm a coward, y'all.
I think cowardice is correct here. I'm so sorry, I mutter under my breath.
As you fly away.
Can we get in the boat?
Oh my god. Let's go. Oh, Gary, you take a point of bleeding damage. You're at -3. Ewan rolls in with movement,
Withdrawing.
withdrawing 40 feet away.
I'll go back down this ridge and then like into this path or something.
Like
Move around
that?
a bit, so down here. Yeah.
All right, you back
Say
up,
5, so I'm gonna-
covering yourself with your
That's about as good
spear.
as it gets.
Vincent,
I cast Fly on myself. Similarly, is that going to be I can only move 5 feet afterwards?
I think with fly, yeah, I think it's still about 5 feet afterwards.
Take me with you, Captain.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I will walk 5 feet this way.
Cool. Vaya.
I'm gonna back up, hoping I can somehow grab onto the captain. Flies away. I'm getting right next to him.
Okay. This big old one, he's been critically hit by Ewan. His leg is ripped up. This is not the human thumping experience he was hoping for. And he ain't happy with Ewan. And Ewan's running away. I think we just go crush him. Right, Giants? Right? Ewan, buddy, old pal. We're gonna bust out the reaction table because you're running. And a good person, if they successfully defend themselves, will let their enemy flee. That's what most good people would do. You know, if someone breaks into your house and you fight them off and they run out the front door and they run down the street, you generally don't chase them. You're like, okay, good, they're gone, it's fine. You've broken into the giant's house. You've attacked it. And the question is it going to come after you or not? Why don't you roll me a 2d10 and add in your reaction adjust for charisma.
Is negative good or bad here?
Negative is bad. So it's actually going to be 2d10 plus 3 is the roll you want to make. And you want to roll low.
How does that make sense with charisma? Like, if you're a weak force of personality, they feel more compelled to attack you? Or they feel less because you're so pathetic then?
I have a positive reaction adjustment. Doesn't that mean that rolling high should be good?
No, because the people who wrote this were insane, and negative adjustment is a bad thing, and a positive adjustment's a good thing, but sometimes you need to... Sometimes lower numbers are good, so if you have a positive adjustment, you subtract it. Because people are fucking crazy, and they didn't just make high good all the time, so...
I'm just wondering how my charisma plays into how the giant reacts to me just fleeing. Like, I'm not trying to convince it of anything, but I don't know.
You're not, yeah, but it's the vibe you're giving off, you know? And if you're giving off a kind of a weak, snivelly vibe, maybe it just wants to come and thrap you. But if you're giving off like a vibe of nobility and you're backing off, maybe it's like, well, I'll give this guy another chance. It's,
All right.
Good luck on this vibe check.
Probably bad.
Yeah, that's hostile. Yeah, the giant absolutely comes round the tree, and this may be the end of beloved Ewan. Whap!
Oh,
that is definitely a hit. That is 25 damage.
Killed, I think.
I do believe the thing crushes you into a... Right, you're at 8? Minus 25 is...
I couldn't see yet.
That's
definitely not enough to survive that.
No, you're like negative 17. Oh, it is max damage. It's exactly full damage. Yeah. I believe Ewan is
brutal.
dead. The next giant looks over at the other two retreating people. And, Vincent, you're the most charismatic person in the group. What's your reaction to Just?
It's 3.
Ah, this is a positive 3. So roll me 2d10 minus 3 and roll as low as you can.
All right. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yes.
I did start off by saying we're just passing through, though they didn't understand me.
That is true. This giant right here picks up his stick and sort of just like smashes it on the ground in front of him, creating a nice little dent, but does not press the assault in any way, shape, or form. Gary
We get it, Mercy.
Gary Two Machetes is still underneath the giant. His life is not yet over. Or is it, Vincent? Let's roll initiative. Terrible rolls. The Giants' initiative. Gary, roll me a d10, Gary, for when you bleed, please, sir.
Oh, yes, of course.
It's very important. Bleeding rolls. Oh,
Do I believe giants eat humans? Is this like the purpose, or?
Maybe like really nasty, evil giants might eat people, or starving giants might eat people. Cyclopses are generally evil creatures. You don't know exactly what type of giants these are. It's not entirely out of the question, but it's also like a little unusual. They're humanoids after all, you know. Vincent rolls for movements. Vaya, you're the first one to go. What are you doing?
I would like to back away. It seemed like that, at least this one giant, put a line in the sand or in the dirt, so just at full speed, just back away, I guess more.
Just back off. Just get out of here. Perfect. And Gary bleeds a point. He's at -4. Vincent?
Looking at Gary, do I understand the general nature that people die at -10?
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of promising. I will... pull out from my pocket some pocket change, like 5 gold, and I'll toss it over there, hoping that they like currency. And then I will very meekly speak. I know they can't understand, but I want to basically gesture. Stop peace, or something like that. I have money. You can have my money.
You offer them money. You look like you're asking for peace. Give me your very best charisma check to see if they can understand you in some way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite good. That's quite good.
Hopefully giants have a economy using currency.
The giant on the right is the first one to act after you do this. And the giant on the right, he crushed Ewan, who is carrying the boat. I need to... Oh, you are, Vaya.
Yep.
Our boat is in the dock. I mentioned that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You left the boat back home. Okay, I was going to make some rules to see if it was destroyed or not, but we're fine. Okay.
I just have Vincent's stuff.
Yes, that's one of the things I'm going to try to negotiate for.
The giant on the right will pick up Ewan by the leg. You can see the mangled body, broken skull, destroyed neck, hanging upside down as he turns Ewan over and grasps the shield that was on the arm and pulls it off and looks at the big shiny disc which fits nicely in his hand, seemingly intrigued by the shield, and will turn to the other giant and speak in long, slow words to its companion. The other giant will step forward, pick up the small pieces of coinage that you have dropped on the ground, which just look like smaller versions of the shield, and turn to its companion, not fully ever letting you leave its view, and speak some more long, slow words, but seemingly not too concerned about your presence here. Both clubs are back on the shoulder, Actually, I guess one of them had to set down the club to pick him up and pull the shield off. So the guy on the right side has set his club down. I'm going to give him a disarmed token for the time being. The one on the left has his club over his shoulder as he picks up the tiny little coins and looks at them and looks at you and talks to his bud. But neither of them seem too concerned at this moment. And you fly on you, but you're standing on the ground still?
Yes, I felt like flying might be bad.
Okay. Well, we've got a few rounds here before Gary is truly gone. But while Gary may still be with us, Ewan is going to wake up on a beach in a far, far away place. There's the gentle waters, there's some sandy shores, there's a beautiful night sky filled with countless stars. There's, a little jungle, a little forest beyond you. You don't have your weapons or armor at this moment in time. What would you like to do, Ewan?
Stand up and brush myself off.
Yeah. The sand crumbles down around you. It seems surprisingly easy to dust off of you. None of those little nagging bits clinging to your hairs.
Just let out a sigh.
Yeah.
I wish they'd know when to run, I say.
Beyond you is a small structure, palm fronds for leaves, bamboo poles for a bar, a nice piece of live edge wood resting on top of it. You can see there's 2 humans, 2 dwarves, an elf and a half elf sitting at this bar, while a uncomfortably tall woman with long black hair stands behind it. A tall, clear glass in one hand, mixing. She sets the tall, clear glass in front of one of the elves. Doesn't seem to be too interested in you.
I'll go up to the bar and take a seat.
The dwarves kind of look over at you and give you an approving nod. The two humans look up, look at you, and shake their heads. One of them walks over to you. This is one of the... You recognize him. He is one of the pirates you hacked to bits in Port Ferris. What are you doing here? Well, I know what you're doing here, but the hell were you doing in Port Ferris?
Going on some wild goose chase for Noble.
Yeah, I've been watching you since then. The hell are you guys up to?
Chasing around some lost memories of the forgotten past, not really finding much, and getting into all too risky fights in the forest.
Man, was it worth it?
Definitely not.
I signed up with this chick. You know, she was supposed to lead us to greatness. Captain Jackie. You know her. You met her, and man, she had me out there on the front lines risking my life. And when you guys cut us down, what'd she do? But just, you know, say nice things and walk away. Didn't even avenge me.
I think that's what my employer's going to do now.
The human points to a water barrel that sits nearby. The lid is off, and on the surface of the water is the image of the fight down below. The giant's like holding your body and picking up your shield. It's moving in like extremely slow motion as they're doing anything, like molasses. And the dwarf is like, the human is like, this is just... Whew. I mean, the rest of my crew left. I wanted to see what the heck was going on. People show up and hack you to bits. You kind of want to know if it was for a good reason. Tell me it was for a good reason at least, right? Why? What's all this for?
Not really too sure. Just trying to hunt down some lost relics or something. Probably not worth it in the grand scheme of things.
Ugh, life's a bitch, huh?
Nah, yeah.
Yeah. The other human gives you a wave. He's also one of the other pirates, but he's a little shy. Doesn't want to say anything. The elves walk over. They put a hand on your shoulder, and one of them will whisper in your ear, "What you're doing was worth it. Don't listen to these guys. People
Doesn't feel worth it.
People who are opposing you are monstrous. Absolutely awful. My entire family was killed by them. My entire society was burned down. If someone doesn't do something about it, the whole world will burn eventually. They're on a tear, and I don't think there's anything out there that can stop them." And we'll step back and kind of give you a surprisingly respectful bow for someone who's probably like 700 years old and is like a 15th level fighter. You know, quite cordial. The bartender looks at you and asks what you'd like to drink.
Just whatever. Does it matter?
She'll make you a Mai Tai.
I will sorrowfully gulp it down.
We're going to head back to the rest of the combat at this point in time. I do believe... All right. Vincent. It's you and Via and the Giants. No one's attacking each other right now, and they roll up +12 to initiative. So I'm just going to assume the two of you go first. Via, you were backing up. You see Vincent hold his ground and throw coins at them. You know out there somewhere is Gary Two Machetes, maybe dying. What are you going to do?
I am going to just emotionally say goodbye to both of my teammates and just look at the captain and wait to see what the captain's gonna do. I mean, hopefully we can get to Gary. I don't think I could have grabbed him and pulled him away. I think all I could have done is just walk, back up. So. Are
you gonna try and get to him and pull him away now?
No, I think they've drawn a line in the sand. I don't think they would let us. I'm just gonna wait. I don't know if captain's gonna fly off or gonna walk off, but I'm just keeping my distance, just seeing what's happening.
Gary wouldn't risk his life for you. There's no reason you should risk your life for him.
I mean, I
Gary.
would carry him if I could, but I can't get to him.
Gary, you bleed out a little bit more. -5. Vincent, time is precious. It's two
Yes.
giants.
Do I know like how to? Can you stabilize someone by healing them? Is that a thing?
Absolutely.
Like if I had a heal spell? Okay.
Magical healing will absolutely stabilize him. It'll bring him up to 1 HP even.
I think you had mentioned something about feeding dying or unconscious people potions. Is that not a thing?
That is correct. They cannot drink a potion. They need to be conscious to
Okay.
drink.
Okay. I will point at Gary and just fall down on my knees and basically plead. It doesn't quite matter what I'm saying, but it's clear that I want to. Well, I just am on my knees and I point towards Gary.
Yeah. Do they think you're saying, please don't make me like Gary? Or are they thinking, please let me get to my friend? I'm not sure what they're thinking based on this action. Why don't you make me another charisma check
Sure.
for groveling and pleading and begging? It's quite successful. You point at Gary. You're on your knees. One of the giants who picked up the small coins looks over at you. Looks over at Gary. Looks back at you. Breathes out a heavy sigh. He says some more. You don't happen to know the ogre language, do you?
I do not.
Okay. Using the same hand that's holding the tiny little coins, he'll grove over, grab Gary, and does he toss him to you? That seems rather callous and careless, but I don't think they really care that much about what's going on. But he will probably give Gary a little bit of a floop toss in your direction.
Nice.
Then hold his...
With the magic sword and everything?
The magic sword's lying on the ground back here, yeah. Gary's death grip is not that strong. And I take it you go to stabilize poor Gary.
Yeah.
Okay. I think by the time he's stabilized, he'll have bled out 1 more point. But he'll be stable while you stand here, and the 2 giants, they talk for minutes. It will be many minutes. You'll stabilize him in a single round.
Cool. I don't make any hostile gestures. I also don't try to flee. I'm just going to attend by Gary here.
Via, what, you hiding in the back?
I guess I'll have to help move Gary, so I'll approach a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
But slow, hands up, very slow, staying behind the party, but I'll come a little closer.
When you say hands up, does that mean you've discarded your glaive? Is it on the ground? Are you holding it?
I don't leave it behind when we leave, but I will put it in the ground when I walk up. I'm not,
Okay.
I mean, it would kill me before I could attack it twice, so the glaive does me no good.
Okay. You drop the glaive, you come on over. The giants look at you. This one over here, the one that you successfully stabbed. It wasn't a great stab. It was a mild stab. Oops, that was the wrong dice. What's your charisma adjust? Your reaction adjust on your charisma? -1. He gives you the giant stink eye, but otherwise leaves you be. After
Cool.
a few
To make
minutes,
sure that giant isn't left out, I take out silver this time and throw 5 silver at that guy.
Oh, he'll go and inspect the feet, inspect the ground, pick up some coins. He'll take Ewan's shield, and they take the small coins, and then the one on the left will use his large club and like gesture like go away with the club. Yeah.
Cool. We will go away. Remember this spot so that I can see if I can grab my bag back, but they might take it.
Yeah. Now, Gary, how heavy are you, Gary?
Just unmuting. 120 pounds. So he's not the heaviest guy.
Or as
Plus-
heavy as a feather.
68 pounds of gear. So that's roughly very near to the 200-pound mark. So I think you guys can drag Gary between the two of you if you'd like. But that's not great for, a wounded, almost dead person to be dragged through the jungle or through the forest. How do you manage to get him out of here if you're going to go now? Is it even possible?
How big is that rowboat version? What's the smallest version of the boat?
We don't have the boat.
It's in the dock.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
It's not good, but we'll probably die if we stay out here. Maybe we just cast off anything we don't need and then carry Gary back to town. Though I'll give the giants a respectable amount of time. Probably can hear them stomp off, but when I hear them stomp off, I back off enough and then try to kind of hide behind trees, and I want to come back to see if we can grab anything after they leave.
Yeah, if once you guys leave, they will stomp off and disappear into the forest, and you can come on back. And as this is happening, I'd like to return once again to Ewan in whatever place this is. Far, far away. You can see the events unfolding slowly. Your party backing off from the giants, then coming back and trying to pick up Gary and their other stuff. Ewan, would you roll me a D20 on a 16? I'm sorry, on a 1 through 5. The giants are curious about Gary's sword and pick it up and take it with them. They don't even notice the magic sword lying on the ground. Lovely. Do you have anything else to say or do? What is Ewan's position here in the afterlife? How long are you gonna wait in this realm between realms?
I'm gonna get out of there pretty quick, I think.
You're done. You're not gonna sit around and watch the party for the next year of their life?
No.
Is there anything in the afterlife Ewan is looking forward to? Is there anyone he's looking forward to?
Might try and find Edgard, see what he's up to, but no. Didn't have many connections back home, so here we are.
Yeah. Life of the traveler, never making the long-term connections that you hope you were. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think with that, Ewan is dead. Yeah.
Wait, as you're going for your bag, Vincent, maybe when you're not looking at Ewan's body, can I see if there's any gold in there? Do you have any gold on you?
Loot Ewan's body.
I don't have any gold.
I did. I would be first
money.
looking at Ewan's body as well because
Okay.
he's got my bag.
Oh yeah.
Fair.
Is that bag still here?
The bag is still here. Let's just give it all a quick saving throw to see if it was just Ewan who was crushed to death or all the things in his possessions also crushed to death. So saving throw versus crushing blow for the metal things is barely a pass. Bed rolls for the cloth is a fail. So the cloths are torn. The metal things are fine. I think there's some wooden things in here as well. They also fail. Yeah, so the wooden and cloth-based things are destroyed, like the bedroll. The hooded lantern's definitely destroyed. The oil is definitely destroyed. But the weapons are fine. The dagger is good.
Okay.
The rope is fine. Yeah.
There's probably a pretty durable spellbook, and scrolls and potions.
Oh, the potions. Oh no. How many potions are in that bag?
There are 3 potions in the bag.
Oh no. Well, they're going to need to roll pretty well to survive this blow. They're going to need a 15 or higher on a d20. So why don't you roll me 3 d20 and roll 15 or higher.
Nice. The last one is the 3rd potion. All right. Noted that that one survived.
Excellent. And you also said your book is in there. A book is not just a piece of cloth like a bag that'll rip easily. A book is probably going to survive. Highly likely. Let me just roll. Yeah, that's fine. And you said some scrolls.
There are 2 scrolls in there.
2 scrolls. Scrolls are paper, but scrolls are maybe not kept in such a taut position. Possible to rip. I think the scrolls we're going to count as this. They need 10 or better on a d20 to survive.
Okay, you want me to roll it?
I do.
Very good. The first one's the first scroll, second one's the second scroll.
Ooh.
Oh.
The scrolls are destroyed.
Okay.
Could they have survived if they were in like a scroll case? Or are we assuming they're in like a casing?
I just assumed that they were, well stashed away.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why they weren't following for the same rules as the bedroll that was on the outside, as I figured they had some extra protection. That's a lot of loss. It's a lot of loss. Ewan, when you're ready to go, the absurdly tall woman with dark hair will put a hand on your shoulder and walk you to the edge of the ocean. Stars reflect off the sea, and the 2 of you can fade away. It's been lovely to have you. Ewan was a great character. You saved the party on multiple accounts, and I don't care what Vincent says. You were beautifully brave over and over again.
You went out charging a giant. That's pretty awesome.
Should have ran.
Yeah, we should have ran.
All right.
Good game.
Well, I do believe this is going to be the end of our session today. When we come back in 2 weeks, we'll just roll some dice in between sessions to see how we get back to town, and then we'll probably either be back at town with Gary starting to recover and figure out what to do from there, or we'll start with a problem solving of how to get Gary out of here. And that's all just up to how the dice roll in between sessions. So that's it, everybody. It's been fun. Catch you guys in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.